Hey guys, ownedbytamater here. If you're interested in guides for newly released games, go ahead and click on the link to my channel in the video above or in the description below and check out some of my new content. I cover a large variety of genres, so just go ahead and check it out if you enjoy this video. Thank you. Welcome to my Need for Speed Most Wanted Cop Pursuit Guide. This is going to serve as a sort of table of contents to let you click on whichever section of the video you want to go to and skip directly to that portion. Now, if you want to watch the whole thing, just click on car customizations and you'll be good to go. First up is car customizations, then repair shops, power brake versus drifting corners, crashes, heat waves 1, 2, and 3, heat wave 4, heat wave 5, heat wave 6, and the escape. To reach the high heat waves in a cop pursuit chase, the car customizations that you should be using are the Reinflate Tires Pro for the spike strips, the Power Shot Nitrous Boost Pro to get away quickly, the Reinforced Chassis Pro in a car, that way you can hit the cars and take down the cops easier, or the Lightweight Chassis Pro if you're in a truck, the Aero Body Pro or the Impact Resistance Pro, either one doesn't really matter too much, and the Short Gears Pro to increase your acceleration to get away easier. Repair shops, indicated by the green wrench on your minimap, are very crucial in cop pursuits. It changes your car's color, but that won't help you get away. It will fully repair any damage done to your car, repair your flat tires, and give you a full bar of nitrous to help you get away. When you're trying to outrun the cops, you should almost never use your power brake. It slows you down way too much, and you can almost take any corner just by tapping your brake, turning as hard as you can, and slamming on the gas to drift around the corner. The only time I really recommend using your power brake is if you're trying to avoid a roadblock. Like the level 6 SWAT team, you can't bust through them. That's the only time I suggest actually using your power brake. In a high heat wave cop pursuit chase, crashes are gonna happen, so you're gonna have to make the best out of whatever situation comes up. Like right here, I knew I was going way too fast to stop and avoid that SWAT team. So I saw there was a road to the left, so I power slid to the left, knowing that if I crash into him, I'm not going to flip. I will spawn right there and be able to take off straight forward. But if I had ran into him straight, head on, then whenever I spawned, I still would have been pointing at him. I would have had to reverse and try to maneuver my way out of there. And that would have just given the cops a lot of extra time to pin me. So I positioned myself where I was going to be able to get away. Now, if you're going to crash and you see you're going to crash, try and make it as bad as possible. Maybe hit the nitrous boost to try and get you some extra air, because if you land on your hood, it will restart your spawn and you'll spawn in the middle of the road. But if you land on your wheels, you will start driving where you were at, and it's really easy to get pinned, just like right there. Heat waves 1, 2, and 3 are really simple. Heat wave 1 is just regular cop cars, 2 introduces cop car roadblocks, and 3 introduces the Rhino roadblocks. Now, to get past these heat waves really quickly, you just keep doing loops and taking out the regular cop cars, since they're really simple and easy to take out. You can hit them head on, from the side, or from the back anyway. Heat wave 4 introduces mobile Rhino units. This is where it starts to get a little difficult because they're pretty tough to take down. This is where you should really consider actually moving instead of doing loops and taking on the cops head on over and over and over again. Unless, of course, you're in a truck, and then you can consider doing it for a little while longer. But for everybody else, to avoid them, you just make sure you don't hit them. You try to avoid them at all costs, and you should be fine. Heatwave 5 introduces these fast little cars that drop spike strips in front of you, and roadblocks with spike strips in the middle. Now, if you have the Reinflate Tires or the Reinflate Tires Pro, this should not be a problem at all. It's hardly even a nuisance with the pros. Heatwave 6 introduces the SWAT Team roadblock and a few mobile SWAT team units here and there. If you see these, you want to avoid them at all costs. You don't want to hit them at all, because if you do, you will be demolished. When you're ready to actually escape the cops and you're done playing with them, you want to find a point where you've hit a really good turn and you've created some gap between you and the other cop cars. Like there, I had a pretty good gap between me and the cars, and I hit the nitrous, and it gave me that much more room to escape them. And so once I escaped them, you want to you want to find yourselves on an off-road areas like these railroad tracks. I probably could have actually stayed right here and dropped it even more, but I kept going. I got back on the road. If you're on an if you're in an off-road area, there's a much less chance that you're going to be hit and found by a random patrol car. So if you're on the off-road area, you're not going to have to worry about all the extra patrol cars that are in the area that might spot you and then, you know, get you back into the chase. So if you do create a little gap, try and let it drain, you know, at least 2 levels to make it the easiest on yourself. Once you've gotten past the SWAT team and the high-speed spike strip cars, and those, the only annoyance with them is that they can keep up with you even if you're in a quick car, a fast car. So if you get below that, it should be easy to finish outrunning the cops. Just find somewhere to create some space, and whenever you get enough space, if you stop your car, if you have enough room and you stop your car completely and it turns off, your heat level will drain a whole lot quicker, and it makes it a lot easier to actually finish off the evasion. So I hope this has helped you guys. I hope this is a bit more in-depth. I hope this helps a lot more than my first one. My first one, I found that there was some stuff that I mentioned wrong and I'd said wrong, but I hope this one is better. I hope you enjoy it. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. It's been Owned by Tomater. Later.